But it tells me enough in
So
person.
fiddlesticks.
Oh, screw that. It's got a disclosure on it.
Exactly. But
Sorry,
no,
Shelley.
so Dave Bautista, he's kind of like Oddjob in the classic James Bond movies, because that's who they're referencing to. Everything's kind of got like a reference back to like the whole, either it be Daniel Craig's Bonds or the other Bonds that they kind of, link back. His is the Oddjob little too, so it's quite funny.
I have to say though, from the last movie, my favourite, absolutely favourite part of this movie, I love Daniel Craig, love him with his shirt off. Anyway, moving on, is when they show us the shell from the old car, from when they blew up Skyfall, and he's like, I told you to bring it back in one piece, not in pieces.
No, yeah.
No, I didn't say that quite right.
No. He says, I told you to bring the car back in one piece. Not to bring back one piece. So it's in the beginning of it, Bond's a smart ass too. He's real sarcastic and real, just like fuck off. Like, it's hilarious. Like, there's a so basically the short story of it is the fact that MI6, which is Bond's thing, and MI5, which is, I'm guessing, the other intelligence thing.
That is the actual intelligence agency of the US.
Merging, and the MI5 guy wants to get rid of the 00 program and get rid of him. And I can't remember what his actual name is, but you know how M is. His name is Malfoy, so they call him M. He gets introduced. I can't remember what the guy's name is, so I'm going to call him Chris, even though I know it's not Chris, but that's what he's going to think, right? So he says, "Hi, my name is Chris McDonald. I don't fucking know. I'm the leader of the thing, right?" And he goes, Bond just goes straight away, goes, guess I'm going to call you C. And everyone just laughs, because it's like, the way he says it's real, like, oh yeah, we know what you mean. And he goes, no, you can call me Chris. Rather call you C. Just as big fun. It's just like, yep. And then and there's another bit at the end which they bring back the whole of
the humour. Like he is classy, he's sexy, he's a womanizer, but he is hilarious.
But even like, and then at the end of it, there's a scene where M and C are talking, and C goes, M, what was it? I can't remember. So that's why they call you M, because you're what does he say? It's something like it's like, oh god, it's just gone straight out of my head right now.
Mine too.
Like an old word that starts with M, like majestic or
it was
a moron. That's what he calls him, a moron or something like that.
Yeah,
he goes, you're a moron. That's why they call you M. And so he does something. He does something. Anyway, he does something which I'm not going to do. And so M says to him straight away, and that's why you're called C. For careless. And as he pauses, the whole cinema cracked up because they were just waiting for him to see you next Tuesday. And he goes, for careless. And everyone just goes, oh, come on! You had it right there.
It's so funny you should say that, because we were just watching, what was his name? The talk show host, and he had Joey on it. Conan O'Brien. And he's saying, this is a common word used in the UK, and, you think they'd say, top of the morning. Oh, no, that's Irish. What's the word? Pip, pip, and all that sort of nonsense. Yeah. And he goes, yep. And the one word that they use is C. Because obviously they can't say that on American television. But yes, and they call each other the C, and they say it as endearment, and they say it as an insult, and they say...
And that's what I've said over here in Australia as well. There's the words mate and the C word are flipped the other way. I'm going to say count, because I can't be bothered saying C word anymore.
I'll just say the word. No, we have a disclosure.
Yeah, but it's alright, it's fine. But mate over here is more of a, hey, mate. Mate.
Settle the hell down.
Mate, calm down, mate. Mate.
It's more generalised. You don't generally call your friends mate. Although in New Zealand, we use mate as a friendship concept. Where
you'd go, oh yeah, Bill, I know him. He's a good count. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, how does that flip on the I don't understand? Don't worry, I'll tell that joke in person in real words. It's fine. But no, so anyway, we've almost hit 20 minutes, and we've talked about Spectre, we've talked about C words, and we've talked about Dave Bautista. And my mum. Hi, mum. So I just want to say right now, we're going to finish the podcast for this part. We're going to wait like 10 seconds, and then we're going to carry on with the spoiler part of it, because there's a huge spoiler that I want to talk about. And it's awesome.
For those of you who don't want to hear the spoilers, we recommend you stop listening now.
Thank you so very much for listening to this week's podcast. Have a great time. As I said, check out GRRS@randomramblings.space. Also, too, we are doing a special thing, as I said last week, I think it was. We've got the hookup with Santa. So if you want to have a personalised call from Santa, like a little audio piece that you can play to your kids over and over and over again, we've got a website. If you go to bit.ly, so bit.ly /GT Santa Calls, and go there. It's going to cost $5 because we do a bit of editing, and I've got to call Santa and all that kind of stuff. Give some details about your kids or whoever you want it for. Excuse me. And for everyone we do, we're going to donate 50 cents to the local kids' hospital here for Christmas. So let's make it awesome. Let's make it cool. As I said, bit.ly /GT Santa Calls, and we'll go from there. Anyway, if you don't want to listen to some spoilers to do with Spectre the movie, thank you so very much for listening today. Hit pause, don't hit continue, because you're going to get spoiled. And we shall see you next week, and go enjoy the movie.
Exactly. I think it's safe that people would have stopped by now.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So, alrighty. So, here we go. As I said, if you do not want to hear any spoilers to Spectre, stop listening now. Okay, so the part that I was saying earlier in the Bex was saying earlier, where I was nudging and poking and nudging and poking.
Oh god, that was so annoying.
Because, and this harks back to the beginning. This is the huge spoiler that I'm going to talk about, and then we'll probably finish it because we're getting close to the time anyway. Is that Christoph Waltz's character
has two
names. Dun, 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 dun. And he basically grew up with Bond after Bond's parents died, and then his dad taught Bond how to do all the stuff and liked Bond more than it did him. And then it's revealed halfway through that Christoph Waltz's character likes cats. Meow. And is called Blofeld. Now, Bex, you had no idea who that was. So when I told you when we got in the car, I was like, Blofeld. You went, I know that name. Why do I know that name? And how do I know that name? What I like too is the fact that, so in the movie Spectre, Blofeld doesn't have the scar down his face until about near the end. They kind of do something
about
with it.
20 minutes to half an hour away from the end of the movie. Yeah.
Then there's that big explosion we were talking about. Just before that, he slips something and explodes, and it slices up his face like the original Blofeld. Because the original Blofeld, I don't think they ever mentioned how he got it. They just kind of, he's got a scar on his face, sweet, done, no worries.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, I remember that character from back in the day, now that you're talking about it.
And now that's why Dr. Evil's based on by look, kind of thing. So, and it was a huge shock. Yeah, Mr. Bigglesworth. Yes, different voice, but the same look, yes. But no, so that was the huge spoiler. It was like, oh my god, that was so cool. They nod the little tip of the hat to the past, and it was great. And how it ends, it ends that if Daniel Craig doesn't come back as Bond, it's done. It's cool. They've wrapped his story up in the 4 movies. It's good. They have him driving off into the sunset to the tunes of if they
don't bring him back though, who do you think that they're going to replace him with? Because I don't think there's anybody. There's so many. There's nobody I can think of that would be worthy of the 007.
Yeah, but there are a lot of people that they've said, well, what about this guy? What about this guy? What about this guy? The main one would be his name is Idris Elba or something, or
I would love to have a look at that, but unfortunately my iPhone decided to shut down on me.
Idris Elba.
Why does that sound familiar?
Because that's him there. That guy.
Oh, cool.
They're pushing for him to be Bond.
Wait, hang on. Didn't they have this racist asshole come on and say there's no fucking way it's going to be a woman and there's no fucking way it's going to be a black man? Yep,
and that's pretty much what it is. But yeah, also too, he's in the new Finding Dory movie too as a voice. Yay! So that'll be fun. But they've had a few people that have gone, we could do this.
I really hope Daniel Craig fills out his one though. I'd like to see one more with him in it. But I tell you one thing though, one little spoiler from my side. I loved how they opened the movie with the Day of the Dead, Los Muertos.
Yes, that was
I
awesome.
would actually love to take you to Mexico for a celebration of Los Muertos. It is amazing the things that they do. Yeah. And that guy, the one he was chasing from the, when he shot everybody,
Huh, okay. Sorry, yes. I've grabbed the list of people that they think is the next Bond, so I'm just like, okay.
Let me finish what I was saying, and then you can say. So basically, what those people were doing when he ran through it, you remember he kicked over a whole bunch of stuff that was on the ground?
Yeah, that's the Day of the Dead stuff.
That is people's ancestors. So what they do is they bring these dolls that are dressed as skeletons and stuff, and brides and grooms and stuff to represent their ancestors. So what essentially he did was he charged through a whole bunch of ancestors and broke everything.
So that was a bad guy. It was like fucking...
Yeah, which is a total no-no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, complete no-no.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So some of them that they've done is... there's a guy called Jack O'Connell, who I've never seen him.
I don't think I've heard that.
I'm trying to figure out if it's his what movies he's been in. I know it looks like he's been in a running movie for some reason. I don't know. Damian Lewis, who used to be on Homeland. And he was in Band of Brothers.
No.
Really? That guy? Okay, we're going to bring him back later. Henry Cavill, who's playing Superman at the moment. I don't think they'll get him.
Nope.
Sam Worthington.
Maybe, but he's Australian, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Australian. Tom Hardy could be the next Bond.
Maybe.
That'd be funny. Richard Armitage.
It needs to be European. He needs to be British or Irish or Scottish.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
No idea who that is.
He was in Godzilla and Kick-Ass and John Lennon.
Oh, that guy. He's not British either.
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. He's British.
I don't think
No. I think that one's a joke one. John Hamm, who's American, and I don't think so. But the one that I went, oh, really? And skipped over.
Yeah.
There's a rumour going around that Rick Grimes could be the next Bond.
Oh,
Andrew Lincoln.
No.
It'd be awesome, but they'd never be able to do it.
Well, hang on.
I reckon if he would do the part well, but he's kind of ready on the TV show. So
yeah, there's no definitive point at which point that they
unless
think
he gets killed off. Yeah, if he gets killed off, then go for gold. But
Andrew Lincoln. Maybe. The guy who plays Kick-Ass and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not as classy as the other guys. I mean, look, there is a classic look the Bond has stuck with, and that particular guy, he's hot. Don't get me wrong, he's a good-looking bloke who married a much older woman. But whatever, we won't go there. But no, he has that youthful look. He looks too young for the role. No.
It depends on how they do it. Because once again, when Daniel Craig came in, same thing. He doesn't look like Bond. He's too young to be Bond. He's blonde. He's got blue eyes. And yet now, I couldn't think, like... Pierce Brosnan to me was Bond when I grew up because he was Bond while we were growing up. Sean Connery was an old guy.
Sean Connery was my Bond.
Whatever, you know.
We
Daniel Craig now would be... If someone said, what's a good Bond movie? I'd go, watch the Daniel Craig ones. Yes, that's Bond there. Like, anyway, so we'd better go anyway because we're running out of time.
Sorry for all the spoilers. But
but it is insane. It's all good. And if you really want to know the one line that Dave Bautista says in the movie, shit. That's it.
It's fucking hilarious. So you must watch it.
So go watch it anyway. But yes, no, it's an awesome movie. Out of 10, I would give it probably an 8.5, 9. Very solid. A little bit too long. However, it doesn't drag in points. As I said, there's only 1 point, but I can't remember it at the second, so obviously it wasn't important.
In rating of the 4 movies, I would have to rate it second or third. I like the movie. I love the movie, but Casino Royale and then Skyfall, yeah. Me would be... I don't know. Maybe it's Skyfall and Spectre. I'm thinking a little bit more Spectre, just because of all the little nods of the hats and stuff. Yeah. And then it would go Skyfall, Casino Royale, and then Quantum of Solace down the bottom, like everyone else says it is. But yes, anyway, so thank you so very much for listening to this. Gareth'sRandomRamblings.space. Check it out. We're wrapping it up here because we're getting close to half an hour. So thanks so very much once again for listening. And next week we will try and condense it down, have some fun, and talk about some fun things as well, like we have today. All right, until next time, thank you so very much for listening, and we will catch you later. Yeah, have a good weekend.